Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to another video, and this is a video I've been wanting to make for a long time, and I've been killing these things for a long time too. This is loot from 3,000 demonic gorillas. The monsters are accessible after Monkey Madness 2. I'll just be giving a brief explanation of them in just a second, but yeah, pretty much all of these kills were done through Slayer, so if you didn't know, you can do demonic gorillas on a Black Demons task, and Duradel assigns them all the time, and you can also extend Black Demons too, so your tasks might potentially be, 250 gorillas long. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the video, and I'll just explain to you what it's like to kill these monsters. So what are demonic gorillas then? They are, the monkeys, I'd say. I think you can actually kill them on a monkey slayer task, although they do drop on one of the monkey pieces. The combat level is 275. They use all three attack styles. They have 380 hit points, so you get extra Slayer XP if you kill them. I think it's 408.5 XP you get per kill. They're located in the crash site caverns, so you'll be familiar with this if you've done Monkey Madness 2. It's just north of the Grand Tree, so quite easily accessible. Their unique characteristics are that they attack with all three combat styles, so mage, melee and range, and they also use protection prayers, and they change their prayer and attack style accordingly to your attacks and what they hit on you. So I'll just explain this while I'm showing you the loot. But yeah, they can be quite a challenge to kill if you've never killed them before, but after you learn them, they pretty much become a concentration game, and your concentration will pretty much determine how many kills per trip you get. The main reason people kill these monsters is for the drop of the Zenytes shard, so it is used to make the powerful Zenyte jewellery combined with an onyx, and it's worth a lot of money. Yes, I've sold a few of these for about 15 mil, although I think the price has dropped quite a bit recently, and they're now at about 13 mil, 13.5 mil, and yeah, I'm pretty much going to be running you through, I should say, in this video, all the uniques that I got from the gorillas during the 3,000 kills that I did. That's the Ballista spring. That's the other drops you get from the gorillas. They drop all the pieces for the Ballista, the heavy one and the light one. They're a bit rarer, so 1 in 500. The monkey tail drop is the second most valuable drop at 1 in 1500, and the Zenyte drop itself is just 1 in 300. That said, it's not a flat 1 in 300, it is 5 in 500 to roll the unique subtable, so 1 in 100 essentially, and then for a Zenyte I think it's 1 in 3 for a Ballista piece, 1 in 5 each one. That's the Ballista spring. And for the monkey tail it's 1 in 1500 in total, so that would be 1 in 15. Heavy frame 1 in 15, and light frame 1 in 750, so about 1 in 7.5 once you roll the subtable. Check the wiki if you kind of want that to be clarified. So the first 500 I killed, you might, I hope you're not too annoyed by that luck. Yes, a lot of Zenyte pieces, and yeah, you'll see a few more in the video. So talking about killing them in general, as I said, it's about concentration really with these. The way they work is once they hit 3 zeros on you with their current attack style, so in a row, they will then change attack style, but you can predict what that attack style is going to be some of the time. So for example, if they're ranging you and they hit 3 zeros, and after the third zero the monkey stays in its position, you know it's going to use mage. After the third zero, if it starts to move towards you, you know it's going to use melee. The only place where you can't predict the attack is the first one, so usually you'll attack them with range, put pray mage up and just hope it mages you, and if not, hopefully you tank it. And the other position is where you it's meleeing you, and then on the third attack it's going to either range you or mage you. You don't know which one, so usually you'll just put on the protection prayer that's likely to hit you the most. So if you've got range defense on, you'll put pray mage on and hope you tank the range hit, and vice versa. Usually you'll be doing these in gear where it's giving you more melee and range defense than mage defense. As I found in general, the mage attack is the most accurate of the three, and even with decent defense on, it still hits quite well. As you can see, the Zenyte shards raining in here. That was the 10th one that I got. Just give you the collection loot tracker in just a second. There we go, 10 Zenyte shards, the money rolling in. The first heavy frame drop, 1 in 1500, helps to make the heavy Ballista. Concentration is pretty important, obviously, but obviously there is also an element of RNG, so they do max the 30 with all three attacks, and yes, you do get slapped quite a lot here, even with decent defense. And if you do get caught off prey, you can easily take 90 odd damage in one kill. The other attack is where they throw a boulder down from I guess the ceiling of the cabin. You can easily avoid this just by moving out of the way. Just got to be careful sometimes. I would say this to hardcores. At the moment you kill a gorilla, another one can attack you in basically the same tick, so it is easy to take like 60 odd damage in the same tick, so just be careful here when they're aggressive, but after 10 minutes they do become tolerant to you and you don't need to worry about this. The other good thing about killing these is just simply the main drops are very, very good, as you'll see by my final loot. Even if you go dry on Zenytes, you still make pretty good profit here. And they are doable off-task, as you can see I'm doing a few off-task here too. It's not too bad, you just need a few more switches. Yes, the other mechanic I need to just talk about is, yeah, they change prayer based on what you're using. So if you do 50 damage with one attack style, they will then change their prayer to pray against it, and yeah, pretty much keep going until the end of the kill. And you will always hit zeros if you're hitting them with the attack style that they're praying against. So yeah, basically they'll always splash on you if you pray correctly, and you'll always splash on them. But yeah, concentration game really these are, and I hope you're not too disgusted seeing the amount of Zenyte shards that I got from these 3,000 kills, but I really enjoy doing them, to be honest. After a while, they're a bit tedious at the start as I was learning them and doing like really short trips, but due to like the frequent prayer potion and sharp drops, I began to do like really long trips, and then my record was 139 to this day. So concentrate well here and you will get decently long trips and hopefully get as lucky as me and make a ton of money through the Zenyte shards. Not necessarily the Ballista pieces, but the Zenytes certainly make up for how dry you go. So yeah, that's going to be it for all the loot. I can gladly tell you that was the last Zenyte, and it was a heavy frame to finish our uniques for 3,000 demonic gorillas. I tracked all of the kills using a plugin on RuneScape called the Loot Tracker. It's not the normal one that's just in the plugin. You have to go to the plugin hub and download it. Apologies, it says 3001. Don't run it. I didn't get a Zenyte on that last one. But as you can see there, 18 Zenyte shards in 3,000 kills at a drop rate of 1 in 300. That is extremely lucky, so well over drop rate for me. I think it's more like 1 in 140-ish going out there. Plenty of other gorilla uniques as well. Ballista limb, spring, light frame, heavy frame and monkey tail. No light frames for us, only 1 in 750 for that, so I'm happily exchanging a few more Zenyte shards for no light frame. But that meant, yes, our total estimated profit here, if we minus the supplies we did use, was about 300 mil in 3,000 demonic gorillas, and you can get about 50-ish kills an hour, so yes, that's a very healthy profit per hour. The average kill looking at about 100k, although without the Zenyte shard drop, the average kill just 15k, so not too bad in general for how quickly you can kill them and how many you can do an hour, but the Zenyte shard does make up the bulk of the profit here. Okay, that is going to be it for the video. I highly recommend you give these monsters a try if you haven't already. You don't need amazing stats, to be honest, to get them done. It's just completion of Monkey Bandits 2, and then pretty much just concentration. Like, even if you get some bad RNG and keep getting slapped with like 30s, they do drop prayer potions, they do drop food, so just keep concentration for the whole trip, especially the first 10 minutes where they're aggressive, but afterwards it's a lot more relaxing and you don't need to constantly be clicking all the time. But yeah, please do give them a try. Get a Black Demon Slayer task, or if you just want to do them off task, that's of course absolutely fine as well. So yeah, thank you very much for watching the video. I bless everybody who watches this with my Zenyte RNG too. Yes, 18 in 3,000 kills. And yeah, all the best. Good luck with you gorillas, and I'll see you in the next video.